But this has definitely been an adventure, and I hope to take you guys along for the ride. So as you can see, this is one of my boys coming up here. We're going to have, this is wood that we actually cut up on the sawmill that we're dropping off here. This ended up being about 60 2x4s. I'm just going to be doing some rudimentary stuff using my chainsaw to cut up the boards and lay those down. Just for general measurements, my base was going to be 5 feet by 6 feet. Then I decided to build a deer cabin instead of a deer stand. That way my base had to be a little more substantial, as you guys will see a little further along in the video.
6 feet by 5 feet.
Now that I got my basic box built, I'm going to go ahead and screw these down. This box is going to act as a strong base for me to screw down 4x4s that I'm going to build short. Light and monotonous work here, just screwing in the base. Then I'm going to cut these 2x4s, 2 of them side by side, and make that basically into a 4x4. Rather than having to buy treated 4x4s, I just decided to use these 2x4s that we had cut up on the sawmill and basically just screw them together and make a 4x4 of my own, as you're seeing in the video now. That way it saves a lot of money. I get a good strong base that I know is good lumber that I've cut myself, and I feel good about what I've done because I'm harvesting what is already mine, the money that I'm already paying for the property as well. So definitely a cool feeling to build with the wood that you cut on a sawmill for sure. Getting ready to screw together post number 2. Definitely feeling good about how it's going so far. This is just day number 1. Just going to toenail these in here. Cutting the lumber for post number 3 and 4. Go ahead and get those in so we can move on to something a little more substantial further along. Last post going in now. Then I'll be ready to put my base on top of these 4 posts, which act as the bottom base. On to day number 2 now. This ended up being a short day, unfortunately. I had some problems getting my chainsaw started, so really short day. Didn't really get a lot of building done. As you guys will see, I'm going to be on to day 3 here pretty quick. Day 3 of the build here, and I had a challenge that I had to actually work through. How do I get this last board on here with just me? So basically what I ended up doing was moving the base over on top of my base that I'd built to where it would act as a basically a holder for me to put that last board on so I could actually get the base together. But a little bit of ingenuity, a little bit of brain power, get it together. That way I can actually screw this base down all the way and get ready to lay down the flooring on top of it. Last 2x6 going in now. These are 16 inches on center. Went ahead and got my boys so we could go ahead and put this first wall together. I had some technical difficulties with my audio, so I'm added some music to the background. I'm just going to talk through it as we speed up this part of the build. We're going to be laying down some 4x8 plywood here and just go ahead and nail that down. There was a lot of crap talking during this time, so it's always fun to have your boys come out and help you out. These are 15-year-old kids, so it's always an adventure when these two fellows are together. They are twins. They're not identical, but they are twins. And it's just a joy to have them around, so I try to use them every time I get a chance. Put them in the videos, give them a little bit of exposure. That way these guys can get outside and do something fun and do some stuff with their dad. They actually help me quite a bit. They're very, very smart kids. They like to talk crap and keep me in check, which is always fun. So definitely an adventure to go out with your boys for sure. Getting ready to put this wall up here now. I'm going to put these stoppers on so we can stand this wall up. So really good shot coming up. Oh yeah, here we go. Wall going up. Got to get better at those squats there, Micah. Go ahead and screw this down and then we'll get it in place. And this ended up being a relatively short day, and then we'll be on to the stairs. This was fun. I decided to use a handsaw to cut these stairs off. I just kind of took the 2x10, that's what these are. These are 2x10s, and I ended up screwing them down and just using a handsaw to cut these off. That way, get a little bit of exercise, and it also makes for some good quality video as well. The runners I did buy from Lowe's. That way I didn't have to worry about measuring this stuff out and cutting it out. I was trying to get this build done before the deer season, so I was kind of in a little bit of a time crunch. So went ahead and cheated a little bit, went to Lowe's, got the runners, put them down. So it may not be the exact height that I want these stairs, so I'll probably revisit this a little later, make it a little easier to go up and down, because this is a pretty steep climb here. So, but this will definitely do for now. It's been relatively easy to go up and down the stairs, even with a rifle, even carrying my backpack. Hasn't been hard at all. So as I age, I'm sure it will need to change, so I will eventually be doing some things different here. To add on to that, I want my wife to be able to go up and down these stairs with a backpack and a rifle as well, because I do like to bring her out and have her hunt as much as I can. She hasn't hunted with me yet this year, but she has in the past. She actually enjoys it, which is a blessing, having a wife that enjoys the things that you enjoy. Always a pleasure and a blessing for sure. So this is going to be the last stair that we put on this. We're not going to put a top runner on that. There's really no reason, because I'm already at the level that I need to be. So we're going to catch up way further along in the video, and you guys are going to see walls are up, and we've got quite a bit of the build done. Unfortunately, didn't get a chance to film it as I was in a time crunch, but I will do a walkthrough, talk through on that part of what I did and how I kind of put everything together. But as you can see now, I am going ahead and add 4x4s to this building, because it's getting more substantial and adding a considerable amount of weight to it. So I decided probably a pretty good idea to go ahead and add some structural strength to it and add these 4x4s. Went and got some 4-inch blocks that are 12 inches square, and go ahead and put those down as a footer. That way I don't have to worry about the 4x4s deteriorating. That way, if this 5x6 base or 6x5 base under here that I have deteriorates, I can replace it without having to worry about the building falling down on top of me. That's another reason why I did this as well, trying to think forward how I can make this a better build. Cutting the last post and getting ready to put that in now. If you guys want to check out more of my videos, I do have quite a few on the channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and get ready for the next one. So today we're going to do a walk around of the deer cabin that we built, me and the boys. That way you guys can see the finished product and kind of what we did. So, all right, as you can see, we did use more 4x4s that we made and some 4x4s that we bought that were treated, so we could build a porch on basically an L shape on the cabin here. So we got all the walls walled in. We used lumber from the sawmill for all the framing. And here's our 5x6 base that you guys saw in the video. And we have darker plastic tin up on top. So we'll go ahead and walk around to the stairs now. There's Liam there. So here's the stairs that we built, which once again you guys did see that in the video. So go ahead and walk up here. Take a look inside. Framing. Like I said, we used lumber off of the sawmill for all the framing. That way it saved us quite a bit of money. There's a good view of the deer feeder from one of the windows here. These windows are 3 feet by 2 feet. We got our generator inside here. That way when we do want power, we have power. So, but yeah. There you have that. I'll walk around outside and give you guys a good view from the front of the cabin. Alright, so here's a view from the front of the cabin you guys saw in the thumbnail photo. So this is the finished product here. As you can see, the porch over there, there's my drone that we filmed the intro with. You can see out that direction, going out towards the road out there. That's where the edge of the property is. We're about 150 yards from the back of the property there. So 41 yards from the deer feeder to the deer stand. So pretty easy shot with a bow, which is the idea of me to be able to do what I was doing there. That way I could hunt here with my bow. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment below anything you guys would like to do in the future. Any overnights or anything like that. Any kind of plans you guys would like to have us do. Go ahead and hit a comment below and we'll see what we can do.